What is up, gamers? The Red Dragon here, and we are checking out Battlefield 4 on the Xbox One. So with the Xbox version of the game, there is Kinect functionality built in. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate and walk you through all the different Kinect features for Battlefield 4. So the first thing is, on the right hand side, you've got your voice commands that you can call out. And this is nice because it gives you added options, things that aren't on the radial dial that you can easily pull up in game. And so this also allows you to talk and communicate with your other teammates, and you can communicate with them even if they're not in your party or even if they're not in your squad. So say, for instance, you're flying around in the chopper, you can say bail out, and hopefully your teammate will get the message. The other thing is that in order to give these voice commands, you don't have to be talking into your microphone. So if you're worried about other people hearing you, you can mute your headset that is plugged into your controller, and the Kinect will still hear these commands. The other thing is that I like is next time spawn in as whatever. I actually use that probably more than any of them, because I'm really bad about just respawning, jumping back into the action as soon as possible. A lot of times I'll forget to switch my class, but this time if I'm in the game, then I can just say next time spawn in as engineer, and the next time I die, it's automatically going to highlight the engineer class for me. So if I just click respawn, then I go ahead and jump in. On the left hand side, this is where we can turn leaning on. So currently I have it set on when zoomed, and that means whenever I'm zoomed in and I lean back and forth, then my character will lean back and forth in game. There are other options. You can turn it completely off, or you can turn it on full, where even if you're just firing from the hip and you lean, then it will go ahead and lean in game. I usually leave it on when zoomed, and that gives me the power of knowing whenever I activate it, because sometimes I'm adjusting myself in my seat or whatever, and I don't want the Kinect following me. Same thing goes with head tracking. There's a few different options. I currently have it on hold button. Again, this gives me the power of telling Kinect whenever to watch my movements. You can leave it on, and that means every time you jump into a vehicle, it's automatically going to track your head. But we're just going to leave it with hold button for right now, and all the defaults are at 50%. But you can go in there and adjust these, and the best way to figure out what they need to be set at is go into your test range and go and actually put these to the test and try them out. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the leaning feature. So we're going to walk down here where there's a few targets that we can fire at. Now again, like I said, if you want to usually lean and peek out, you have to be right up against a wall. But now that we have Kinect enabled, then we can zoom in, and I can peek around corners if I want to. And if I let go of the zoom, it's going to automatically adjust right back up to where it originally is. So you can kind of see how fast it is. So it's pretty responsive. Now, you do have to kind of tilt your whole body if you want to get the full effect. You can tell that I'm just leaning my head, and it doesn't work nearly as well. Yeah, so you have to really put your shoulders into it if you want to lean around. So that's basically how that works, and so you can lean out from anywhere you want to. Now let's go look at the head tracking, see how that works. Now you can do head tracking in vehicles, but the best use of head tracking is definitely going to be in jets or helicopters. That way you can see what's going on around you. So I've got it set up where you have to press a button, which is currently up on the directional pad, and you can see that I can turn around. I can look all the way around just by barely tilting my head. And again, you can adjust your sensitivity to where it's set up, for your needs or whatever's good for you. I've just got it set on the default. But you can see how in a dogfight, this could come in handy, where you're just able to look around and some people may use this. I've used it in the helicopter a few times. I haven't really been flying a whole lot of jets, so I'll be honest with you, I haven't really used this a whole lot actually in game, but it's definitely there. And if you're set up in a prime location like my Kinect, currently I'm set up probably about 6 or 7 feet, more like 7 feet away from the Kinect. I walked it out earlier. One thing I have noticed is the further you are away from the Kinect, the worse it works. It picks up, at least in this game. Now other games I didn't have a trouble, sitting far back. But this one seemed to do a lot better, especially with the head tracking, because it can be pretty sensitive with the head tracking and with the leaning. So sitting up close, sitting up straight, sitting up, trying to get as in front of your Kinect as you can, then it's going to work, for you a lot better as opposed to, sitting kind of sideways or whatever else. So there you go. There is Battlefield 4 and Kinect. So post below, I want to know, is this something you would use at all if you're on the Xbox? Let me know if you've used the voice commands or any of these other features. That does it for me, the Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.